Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I made a updated Unchained list for post Banlist. Overall, I think this deck's in a really good spot this format. It has a pretty decent Rhizio matchup. Just like Detonator doesn't really do anything. And I think the one downside is it gets hurt by most Charmies, but there are ways you can combat it with non-engine choices. So I'll showcase the list. So for the Fiendsmith cards, it's 3 Engraver, Lacrima, Lurie. I played a very heavy engine, so it's those, and then I played 3 Tracked and then 1 Sanct. So I just wanted to max out on all these because all the Fiendsmith cards are 1-card combos. I tested it out with playing 2 Lacrima, and it was actually really decent. But it's just sometimes you open too many normal summons, so I just cut it down to 1. And then I played a Pot of Prosperity for consistency because it can be for Unchained cards and it can get you Fiendsmith engine and it can get you non-engine. So it's just a really good card to have. For the Unchains, it was 2 Aruha, 1 Rakea, 1 Sarama, 2 Sharvara, 1 Blue Dog, Shayama, and then 1 Abominable. So I think this is pretty standard. The only thing is, some people cut this, but I think it's needed. Especially if you get hit by a Fugalos, you can normal summon one of these, and if you have a thrust in your hand, you can normal summon any Unchained Twins, and then you can thrust that escape, and then you can escape, pop your own guy, and then one of theirs, and then summon this. So you still end on 2 interruptions without giving a single draw through Fua, which is kind of nice. So that's why I think it's needed. And then also it comes up when you're breaking boards a lot, and then also you can dump it. If you already have Sharvara in rotation, you can dump it off Aerial Leader and then summon it back off a Bow for another interruption, which is kind of cool. And then, obviously, 3 Prison. It's really good. It's just Rhoda. And then 2 Chamber, 1 Escape. I tested out playing 4 Traps and 5. None of them were as good as 3. They're just too bricky. You don't want to see more than 1 in your hand. And then the rest, I played 17 non-engine, which I feel like is a lot for an Unchained deck. So my list is 41 cards, and 17 non-engine I thought was just really nice to be able to fit in. So it's 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and then for the other hand trap, it's just 3 Imperm. You could argue to not play Imperm and just play another Breaker, but I thought it was really nice. Because you can set it off thrust, and then it's also just nice to draw as a 6 card, so you're never mad when you see it. And then for the breakers, 3 thrust, 3 droplet, and then a talents. These are all really insane, especially thrust. It's engine, both engines. You can search your prison and you can search tracked. So it's engine and then it's also talents. So it's just overall really good. And then going first, you can set your Unchained traps to help push through hand traps. So. And then Talents is just really good. And then I just played a 1-up called by because Charmies are a little rough. So I wanted to have 7 outs in my main deck and then Thrust is kind of a half out. So I have 10 ways to kind of push through Charmies because you can draw yourself and it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that was kind of the thought process with the non-engine. So moving on to the extra. This was kind of hard to construct because I had to cut some things. I'll talk about them when I get there. But for the Fiendsmith cards, it's Requiem, Moon, Sequence, Agnum Day, and Aerial Leader, Desiree, and Caesar. Yeah, this is all standard. You need to play all of these. I did not play Necroquip though, and I'll explain why. Once I show the card I played instead. But yeah. So this is it for the Fiendsmith engine. Next, 2 Yama, 1 Rage, and then I played Anguish. Obviously, it's broken. And then I played Abomination because this card is just so good at breaking boards. I make it a lot using the Anguish because just the fact that it's pop 3 basically, pop 1 on end phase 2, and it's also you can make it when you're locked into Fiends. So access code just wasn't coming up as enough for me, and also with access code, you only have like 2 attributes to really banish, so it never was ending up like really good, especially since Jerusalem got hit down to 1. Like, needing access code out the Drews doesn't come up that much, so I was fine with cutting the access code. And then for the good cards, SP, a Bow, and then Chaos Angel. So I decided to play Chaos Angel over Necroquip. I thought it was really nice, especially considering like Raziel only has 1 detonator now, so if this is able to banish it, or it just forces them to pop itself. And then also the synergy with a Bow is crazy. Like, this is when it's special summon, not when it's synchro summon. So you can special this back off a Bow and banish another card, which is really insane. I found a combo where you can make Chaos Angel and make a Bow on your turn 1, so you have a Chaos Angel and Grave set up for the Bow to banish, which is really nice. And then SP is just SP, you need it for Solar Rage. For the side deck, it's nothing special, it's just 3 Lancia. Malice is probably its hardest matchup, so I make sure to cover it. 3 Perulia, 2 Meows, and then I played Lightning Storm Harpies. I thought these were still really good breakers. Just adding back row is really nice, especially into Malice. Like, they're really nice to just start off your turn with. And then I played Evenly, just for a thrust target. I had 1 extra card, so I just threw it in there. And then for going first, it's DDG, D-Barrier, and then this is Sanctum, but my friend's borrowing it right now. But yeah, you just want 3 thrust targets. DDG is really solid into like Blue Eyes or any other rogue matchup you might go against, and then D-Barriers for Raziel, and then Sanctum's just Mouse. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and leave a comment and subscribe.